Hello, my name is Ashley, this is Faithful Rattos, and welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about a very special little rat. He was called Remi and we lost him about a month ago now. I am about ready, I guess. I've sort of thought about everything that I wanted to put in a video about him. I had always wanted to make a video about him because he was a very interesting rat and a very, very special rat. And by the end of his life, a very, very old rat as well. So we got him from one of the Facebook rehoming groups. I think it was probably Rat Rescue Network UK or something like that. He was posted there because his cage mate died and his owner, for whatever reason, didn't want to keep rats anymore and wanted him to go to a home with friends. And so that's why he came to us. It was really funny because I have a thing, I guess, about the really common rat names. It's one of my pet peeves. I really don't like them. So it was just like a little funny thing, I guess, to me that he was the right rat and he was such a cool rat and such a special rat, given that his name was Remi, which is one of the, most used rat names there is. His owner, who was absolutely lovely, and I'm so incredibly grateful that she trusted me with him, she brought him over and we started intros that night. And it didn't really go very well. He was a very, very anxious rat and other rats set him off. He really didn't know how to emotionally handle that, how to socialise and things like that. It was quite a challenge for him. It was the 21st of December when we adopted him, and so that was very, very close to Christmas. So I think it was Christmas Eve when we decided that intros were not working and that I needed to change tactic. So I spoke to Adele, my vet, and we decided perhaps we would try the implant for him given his age, and that neutering him, he was 26 months old at the time, neutering him probably wasn't the best idea that there was. So he was booked in for the 6th of January, very close after Christmas Eve, to get his implant done, and that procedure went very well. I actually have a video about that whole vet journey on my channel if you want to go and look at it. I think it's called like Senior Rat Goes Under Anesthesia, something like that. This is Ezio, hi boy. And so that happened, and I don't think this helped him. I think at first this actually made his anxiety much worse. I think not having the testosterone made him lose confidence, which affected his anxiety. After a couple of weeks, we did attempt to reintroduce him to the rats that we had. We had a group of 4 and we had a new group of kittens at the time, and neither one of them worked out. So I spoke to Alison, who is the founder, creator, hoster, I guess, of Ratwise, and she is really big on rat diet and rat behaviour. And we decided that this was an anxiety thing. The way that he reacted in these intros scenarios wasn't due to aggression, it was due to overwhelm and anxiety. And we worked with him and I slowly built up his tolerance to be around other rats. And sadly, the other rat that he was doing that process with passed away. He was also old. And so then we were back to square one and I had to try again. And then eventually we got to carrier stage intros and he was part of our group. And it was honestly, I think, some rat just tried to jump on me. It was honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had as a rat keeper, just seeing him interact with friends. It took us a long time, it took us many months, but we finally got there and it was absolutely incredible and he loved his friends and it was just wonderful. And it was difficult. It took a different approach, and it's not an approach that I would try straight away. This is very much an approach I would try in special cases like his, but it really did work and it was really, really special. And yeah, during that process though, it was very, very long. And so we got incredibly close because for a while he was living by himself. So we had a lot of free time out with me and we grew a very, very strong bond. He was a really, really big nester and he had this incredible nest underneath my chest of drawers in my bedroom because that's where he was living at the time. And he took an entire stack of my critiques from a rat show that I had pet judged. I took the critiques home, obviously, to write up the show report. And once I'd done, they were just in a pile in my room. And he stole them all and made them into his nest. And it was absolutely wonderful. When I had to take it apart and clean it out, that was a sad day. But he was no longer needing it when he was part of the group. And he became such an important rat to me. He became a heart rat. And we had a really, really close bond. Now, that bond, I think, lessened a little bit once he had friends. But I think that made me feel like I'd definitely done the right thing, because he wasn't so reliant on me anymore. He was happy with the friends that he'd made. So yeah, all in all, he was a very special rat. I even got a tattoo of him while he was still here. So this is my Remi tattoo. I just wanted a rat tattoo and a rat sniffing a dandelion, and my artist asked if I had any like reference pictures, and I knew it had to be Remi. So this is my Remi tattoo, and so he's always with me all the time now. So whenever I miss him, I can just look here on my arm, and it's kind of looking like he's looking at me too. Yeah. As I mentioned, he was 26 months old when we got him. So his birthday was estimated from when his previous owner got him and his brother and the age they were. His birthday was estimated to be in October of 2020, which made him, when he died, 40 months old, which was just absolutely incredible. I could never have wished for so much time with him. I just didn't know.
Ow!
Did someone bite you?
Yeah, that pest.
Who? Stendar?
No.
Aldwin? In your mouth?
No.
Your nipple?
Yeah.
Every month I thought, this is it, this is his time, he's old, and it just never happened until right at the very end. In September of 2023, I had a couple of days where I thought I was going to lose him. He had a very severe choking episode, and he was extremely lethargic for, I think, 2 days after it. He pulled a really quick recovery, a snap recovery, so we didn't end up losing him. But I really thought back in September I was going to lose him, and then I didn't, and I just was so grateful for the extra time that we had. I didn't really know how much extra time we were going to have. And then in December, his legs started to go. His back legs, his hind leg degeneration was starting. And then it was the beginning of January that I noticed that his heart was going as well. And for the last month of his life, he was on heart medication. He was on 3. He was on Fruzol, Pimodin. I don't know what the word. I'm going to put them on the screen because I can't remember them off the top of my head. He was on 3 heart meds, and they did help him a decent amount at first. Eventually, they weren't helping him anymore, and that is when we had to say goodbye to him. And so we did have to say goodbye at the emergency vet, because I didn't think it was fair to leave him until the week, just the normal week appointments. And it was awful, but it was also, I knew it was fair, I knew it was the right time, and he lived an to an incredible age. He was 40 months, he was 3 years and 4 months old. He had lived an incredibly long life. He had his friends. There was just no reason to let him suffer any longer, and so we did say goodbye. I'm smiling because of just how much I loved him. I'm sad that he's gone. It's devastating, but the amount of time that he lived and his incredibly long life and just how healthy he was for the most of it just makes me so happy. I actually have on my wall his longevity award from the North of England Rat Society, and he gained the highest one that they give out. And considering everything, just thinking about him makes me happy. He was just such an incredibly special rat, and I'm going to stop saying this because I could just say this forever and ever and ever. I just wanted to make a video about him because I hadn't made this video yet, and I wanted to. So I hadn't mentioned. He came to us and he was eating Science Selective, and I'm not a fan of nuggets as a rat diet, but it took him a long time to move over to my mix for his main feed, and he found it quite challenging. The process is pretty long, so I ended up with quite a lot of Science Selective nuggets left. I still actually have some, even though he's been gone a month. And we found out that he really liked triangular foods. He really liked nachos and tortilla chips. And so when it came to thinking about how to memorialise him, I reached out to Solstice Minis, Hannah at Solstice Minis. She is a lovely lady. She's made a lot of things for me. She's made my Akatosh memorial piece as well that has some of his ashes in. So I reached out to her and I asked her if she could make like a bowl of nachos with Remi on top. And she outdid it. He is so cute. He's right here in my hand. And I'm going to show him to you, and then I'm going to share, I think, a couple of videos and photos of him that I have from his time with us, and then that will be the end of the video. But yeah, so here is my little Remi. Let's see. he has now learned how to climb onto the radiator. You're being a naughty Kinra. So yeah, this is my little Remi on the pile of nachos in the little bowl. Just look how cute it is. He's just so cute. Yeah, so she did an absolutely incredible job, and I'm so happy with this. So yeah, I'm going to leave you now with some videos and pictures and things of him, a little montage. And yeah, thanks very much for watching my video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.